Hello everyone, Commander Kingfish here, and playing a game called Empyrion-Galactic Survival. It's a free-to-play weekend here on Steam, so I thought I would check it out and see how the gameplay is. And I played it just a little bit, and it's really a kind of an interesting, fun-looking game. It's really a cool-looking open-world game, so we're going to do a little gameplay here, and let's see what transpires. So we're going to start right here. I guess we get to choose which planet we want to start on. We can start in survival mode or creative. Looks like creative. You don't have to worry about food, resources, or enemies. You just kind of build freely, and so it looks like it's really kind of the sandbox mode. You can kind of do what you want. Survival, you literally got to survive, and you're starting with I'm not sure what the seed, basically it's kind of talking about the procedural effects, so we'll kind of see. And then there's two start locations for here. You've got Aqua, which is kind of an easy medium, or there's a desert planet, which is Omicron. So I'm going to start with Aqua since I'm not a pro player by any means, so I'm thinking that's a good one for me to start with. Probably as you've played the game some and gotten used to it, knowing all the controls, then the other one would be probably Omicron would probably be a good one to really test your skills at that point. So with that, let's go ahead and start this up. Alright, well, you kind of guide your spaceship, kind of look around a little bit. I think I probably missed out on so you can kind of see what's around here. Hopefully there's some water resources. Looks like some cobalt, and I guess this looks like where we're going to land. So T, we got out of the escape pod. I think from what I saw last night, you want to gather all your resources out of the escape pod because it will disappear and the escape pod's gone. So one of the other things that you have to do is set up basically your factory or your what they call your refinery or whatever. It looks like we've got some interesting beasts around. Looks like Triceratops, so I'm hoping that they're not going to be an issue. Let's just kind of go and see how they react to us to see if they're going to be a problem. He doesn't seem to be wanting to bother us too much, so that's good. That's a good thing. And as you can see, our escape pod has disappeared, so let's go ahead and I think we have to place our survival constructor, and so let's go ahead and do that. We'll and I believe that's T, or it's I for the inventory, and you have to At least this is the way I do it. Grab it and put it over in here. And then you can place it, and I'm going to go ahead and just place it right here. So we can just kind of get a feel for what the game's all about. They kind of got a tutorial mission. Talks about your basic crafting, whatnot. So you can hit F1 to get into that. I've gathered my survival equipment, placed my survival constructor, and now I'm on really kind of the basic crafting. And it's a pretty good tutorial. It pretty much helps you out. And of course some of the stuff you're going to have to figure out as well. So what we're going to do is, I think we need to craft some fuel packs. So we're going to need to add the materials for that. And so let's go ahead and see if we can do that right now. Got to be over here. If we hit T, that brings this up. We need to pull... we need to put our pellets in to the inventory. And then, as you can see, this highlights. So now we can bring this down into the construction queue, and we can go ahead and make our fuel pack. So I think you've got to be out of, and then you got to turn your constructor on. So there we go. We've turned our constructor on, and you can see that it is starting to generate the fuel pellets. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's see. One more thing we got to do that I learned last night when I was watching it. We need to take our helmet off, because we're on a planet that has oxygen, and that way, since we don't have a water facility close by, we would normally be putting out our oxygen generator, so we can breathe the oxygen, and so that's not going to give us a problem. So we're not going to have to worry about oxygen right away. Because I didn't see any water coming down. So we'll kind of look around and see if there happens to be a water resource. But I know it's quite a ways away. Now, might have been advantageous for us to have maybe tried to traverse up and over the mountains, although those look pretty steep. And we can see we've got natives around here. So they're carrying spears and whatnot. So let's kind of go see. Hey guy, what's going on? You're not going to hurt me, are you? Well, apparently we're okay as long as we don't mess with him for the time being. So let's see what else we can come up with. I guess at this point, I really don't see any water, because that's what you need for your oxygen generator. But again, while we're on here, now that might be something more important as we move farther on. But I really don't see any water where we landed. So let's go ahead and head back over to our constructor. Actually, we'll bring up our queue, and so we're going to move on to picking the plants, since we can't really place the oxygen supply right now. So there's some ways that you can pick up the plants, and we'll kind of just go through that. Oop. Don't want to hit the tab button. So what you do is you find specific edible plants, and you can kind of just walk up to them. Now I saw some over here that we could probably pick. Here's one. No, we can't pick that. Your little gun sight cursor will turn yellow. So let's see if we can. Oh, we can pick this guy. So we can hit T, and that picks it. And then that puts it into your inventory. And there's some more stuff over here that we can grab. T, there we go. So we managed to pick some plants. And if we go into our inventory, you'll see we've got the pixie stock, and that is actually, that's a medicinal food, so it helps your health, and it protects against poisonous bites. The other, what did we I think that's what we picked up, was this alien plasma. It's an intermediate product used as an ingredient for, so it's sort of like a resource. Excuse me there, had a little cough. So let's kind of continue to move on and see what else we can find out here. As you can see, it's really a beautiful looking open world. Doesn't look like we can pick that. There's certainly, you can roam a long ways. They've done a great job on the geography and the open world aspect of the game. And like I said, I was playing last night for a little bit just to kind of get a feel for the game, and it really kind of it puts you down in different spots. So each time you play, you're not going to end up in the same location. So we can just kind of see what we can find out here. Oh, you also have a drone, and that is F5. So your drone can really kind of, there you are. So you control it with your mouse, with your WSD-AD keys, and so you can kind of get a look around and just really get a different perspective on everything that's out here. So let's just kind of look around, and then if you get too far away from yourself, then you end up you start losing contact with your drone. So there we are. That's that. Let's go ahead and take a little look around a little bit more, and let's see what else we can do on here. Again, it is an open world. It's a free-to-play weekend, and so I wanted to give it a try. And I'll be doing more videos on this because it's really kind of an interesting looking world. And let's go up and just kind of, I guess you can't really bump into them. See what this dude has to say. I guess that's a little funky there, but Anyway, that's Empyrion. And so I'm sure I'm not pronouncing that right at all. But it is an interesting looking game. So I'm going to be doing more videos. And so we're going to call this a wrap right here, just to get this first video out and see how it is. And I'll be putting this up on my channel. So thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. If you dislike it, well, you know what to do. But please subscribe. It really will help me out a lot, having folks subscribe to the channel. So have a good day, everyone. Commander Kingfish out.